Peace Collective. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, then welcome back. I'm not even gonna do my whole intro, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you guys are familiar with my channel, then you know I give a whole spiel. I have an intro. Check the description box. I do personal readings, all that good stuff. Yes, awesome. But as y'all can tell by the title, we're going to get into another deep dive today. If you guys are ever interested in deep dives, okay, that look more into celebrity, culture, music, the entertainment industry, I've got an entire playlist already made. Okay, you guys can find that again on my channel. Go to my description box, all that good stuff. But we're just jumping right into this today, okay? I'm telling you right now, if you guys don't have discernment, you don't have vigilance, if you are here to be a horse jockey, I suggest that you please click off the video like yesterday. Okay, I really have like an extreme lack of patience when it comes to this particular topic. And this is getting like absolutely out of control. It's asinine at this point, okay? So please, if you're here to be a horse jockey, I don't think I'm the reader for you today, okay? You guys, if you're familiar with my channel, y'all know I'm very kumbaya, love and light. I try to look at the positive side for everybody involved, no matter who I'm reading. But this is not that today, okay? This shit got me a little hot. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, I appreciate you so much for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Check out my other readings, okay? And I appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. I would love to have y'all part of the family, okay? All I ask is that y'all keep it cute and keep it respectful with me and with others who may decide to jump in the comments. But we're going to just get right into this. If you guys know what's going on right now, then you know what's going on, okay? I'm not going to explain anything. If you're here, then you're here for a reason, and you know exactly why you're here, okay? This Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro thing is like I said, absolutely asinine. And from my understanding, she's seeking a permanent injunction against Milagro after winning, okay, her quote-unquote defamation, intentional cause of emotional distress lawsuit against Milagro, okay? Ooh, I swear, I'm not, let me relax, because this really got me hot, okay? And obviously I have no personal interest in any of this necessarily, but if you don't stand for shit, then you'll fall for anything, okay? So we're just gonna get right into this. I have a Queen of Swords to represent Miss Pete, okay? We're gonna dive into some oracle cards first, and then we'll get to the tarot afterwards. I have a Queen of Swords here to represent her, being that she's an Aquarius, okay? And it's giving like, aren't you tired? I'm hearing, aren't you tired? I was hearing a Kevin Gates song. I think the song is I Don't Get Tired. I don't even know the name of the song, but I kept hearing Kevin Gates. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. That's another weird ass Aquarius, okay? Shout out to all you Kevin Gates fans, but no, that's another weird ass Aquarius, okay? Like this one we're dealing with. But anyway, I digress. We're going to get into the Heaven and Hell Oracle. We're going to start with this. I haven't used this in a long time. You guys are here, then you're going to bear with me. You're going to hang out. I know some people like to kind of skip and hop around in the reading, but I'm going to pull a couple of these and we're going to read from the guidebook, and then we'll move on and move forward, okay? But let's see. Can we get some, please, get some clear and concise energy when it comes to this Megan Thee Stallion at this time? Please and thank you. What is the current energy when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion at this time? Please and thank you. Clear and concise messages from the purest, highest divine light. Please just most clear and concise messages when it comes to Megan Pete at this time. Please and thank you. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Okay, first thing out I'm seeing, the number 51. It looks like this particular entity is called Balaam. Now with these cards that I'm using, they can be read in the upright either way, okay? One side has a low frequency entity on it, okay? More of like demonology, all right? And then you have the other side, which kind of represents angelology, which are more positive omens, positive spirits, okay? And again, archangels, if you will. However, this first card I'm seeing came out on the lower vibrational frequency side. Again, the name says Balaam. It says false promises, okay? It looks like a very creepy, ugly creature riding on top of a bear, holding some type of bird. It says false promises, okay? So we're going to look into the book really quick. And then you have slavery and bondage at the bottom of the deck, the number 27. As someone who's supposed to be such an independent artist, making their own rules and making their own decisions, everything comes out of their pocket. Why would slavery and bondage be here? When you are a slave to something or someone, or you're in bondage, that means you're not free or independent. But let's see, number 51. Again, it says false promises. Okay, it says the 51st spirit Balaam is a terrible, great, and powerful king who appears with 3 heads. The first like that of a bull, the second like that of a man, and the third like that of a ram. Okay? And it's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, it mentions here the first head is like of a bull. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Megan Thee Stallion has a Taurus rising and a Leo moon, okay? Aquarius sun, Taurus rising, Leo moon. We know the Taurus sign is represented by the bull. Then we have the second head is like that of a man, and the third is like the head of a ram. Ram energy would be more so around Aries energy. It says he has a tail of a serpent. A tail of a serpent, okay? We know that Miss Pete has had a very unique relationship with a bunch of different barn animals, okay? The snake being one of them, right? That she represented herself as with that whole hiss era when that song came out. What's the name of that other song? I don't know, where she was like in some fucking slimy ass eggshell, okay? But anyway, the tail of a serpent and flaming eyes, and he rides upon a furious bear and carries a goshik upon his fist. The goshik is a type of bird, okay? Balaam speaks with a hoarse voice and gives true answers about things past, present, and to come. He governs 40 legions of spirits. So this is also an entity that is in tune, okay, can determine or could see the future, could determine messages from the past and the present. So this is kind of one of those things where they are inclined spiritually, but maybe not so much of the light, okay? You can be inclined spiritually when it comes to light work, or you can be inclined spiritually when it comes more to dark energy work. In this case, we're looking at a lower vibrational frequency here, okay? And the person that she's connected to, quote unquote independent, right, but signed to management with Rock Nation, and we know who's over there at Rock Nation, that man is also very spiritually inclined. Again, not so much of the light. Take with that what you will, okay? False promises. I don't like that. So, let's see. Why is this here? Let me get another one of these, please. When someone is making false promises, they may over-promise and then under-deliver, you know, because for all that, you could have just shut the fuck up instead of telling me one thing just to do another. You know, this is definitely an energy of someone who may say one thing and then do the complete opposite. Hey, why is this here, please? Okay, you have divine comfort showing up, and then you have solitude in reverse at the bottom, okay? The number 40, divine comfort. It looks like an angel wings with a giant sword, okay? We're going to read from that as well, number 40. Okay, it says, those born under Azazel's influence love speaking, design, and all sciences. And Megan is an Aquarius sun. Aquarius energy is very futuristic. It can be about technology, science, innovation, things like that, okay? Azazel will free prisoners. You can't make this up. Oh my God. Okay. You guys know who's in prison right now when it comes to this energy that we're reading on. So do with that what you will. Azazel will free prisoners, provide consolation, and give deliverance from your enemies. He also governs printing and books and is able to influence professors, teachers, and artists. I think that is so interesting. So, and this is another thing too, you guys. If you are invoking or calling upon certain spirits to do something in particular for you, but you're not in alignment with that particular bloodline, or you're not in alignment with what that spirit or entity represents or invokes originally, and you're looking for something out of them, but again, you don't align with that, they're going to only ultimately protect whoever it is you're trying to invoke the spirit against. Okay, and like I literally just said, this particular energy here will free prisoners and provide consolation. We know Megan's not a prisoner, okay? She's not locked up anywhere. She's out here doing her thing, living her life. However, the person that is locked up is the person that she has created all these false promises or false narratives about. And again, when you're invoking certain spirits to get a particular outcome and they're not in alignment with you, bloodline wise, or your spirit is not in alignment with what they govern or protect, it's not going to work in your favor. They're only going to protect or work in favor for the other party. Okay, I really hope that makes sense, you guys, the way that I'm describing it. I apologize for my delivery a little bit, because this is a little frustrating. It almost feels like, girl, I don't even know how to explain the feeling I'm feeling right now. And I almost feel like hot. I have like I feel like my blood is boiling. So maybe, and as a medium, I can sense like bodily feelings, taste, smells, all of that. So I don't know if maybe her blood is boiling. She's getting a little nervous, a little antsy, or something to that degree, okay? I'm gonna get one more of these and then we'll move on to a different deck, you guys, okay? And you have solitude showing up in the reverse. I've said that multiple times about Megan before in my other readings. She hates to be alone. She does not thrive in solitude at all. Okay? Why is this here, please? It's like her own thoughts, her own head space, or being alone is like her biggest enemy, damn near. Why is this here, please? Okay? Ritual and ceremony. And you have the falsehood card in reverse. Yeah, rituals and ceremonies. And didn't I just say how if you're going to be invoking particular spirits that are not in alignment with you, your values, your morals, what you're asking for, or your bloodline in general, it's not going to work in your favor? Okay, the number 38. And you got laziness at the bottom here. Let's see. We're going to read from this too, okay? Hamia looks like the angel's name. Let's see the number 38. It says, Hamia may be asked to help acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. When you talk about all the treasures of heaven and earth, that would be material pleasures, material goods, money, jewelry, cars, clothes, hoes, which is exactly what comes with the fame and fortune. Okay, we're talking about a very famous person who's got a lot of money, this, that, and third. So that makes a lot of sense. You're invoking spirits and asking for help from spirits that no longer favor you. Okay, it says this angel will protect against fraud. Okay, this angel will protect against fraud. And it makes so much sense why this narrative, this storyline, or just her energy in her image in general has been so protected after all of these years. And things are starting to fall apart by the seams, slowly but surely. This angel will protect against fraud, weapons, wild beasts, and infernal spirits, and governs all that relates to God. Very interesting. So yeah, whatever she's doing, or whatever she's got people behind her, behind the scenes doing spiritually, it's almost as if, like, again, it's falling apart at the seams, or these particular invoked spirits don't favor her anymore, or they maybe never favored her in the first place. And just because something is working for a short period of time doesn't mean it's going to work all the time. Okay, you can get over on some people some of the time, but you can't get over on everybody all the time. It doesn't work like that, okay? We're going to get into another deck, you guys. What is this? War and strife at the bottom of the deck. So she could be going through like a lot of fighting and arguments back and forth with her team, her legal team, or anything like that, okay? Let's get out of this. And we're going to go into another deck. Jeez. Yeah, because this is absolutely asinine. It's out of control. Let's see. We're going to use What's the Vibe. Okay, why is this energy here? Please and thank you. Yeah, and it's so crazy because, like, even just on this one card, you got the falsehood in the reverse, right? And then you have the ritual and ceremony. It's like rituals and ceremonies, or I'm hearing the magician card, so manipulating the narrative to try to cover up certain falsehoods. And in the first card literally says false promises. So let's see. And you've got comfort with the solitude in the reverse. She doesn't find comfort in solitude whatsoever. And I've gotten that plenty of times with her. Okay, why is this here? What's her current energy at this time? Please and thank you. Drowning. Okay, over your head, overextended, and rock bottom. And, you know, again, for the horse jockeys, okay, that are going to be in here watching this shit, whatever, I thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in. However, I don't think that, you know, your hot girl leader is supposed to be feeling like this when she literally just won a lawsuit. She's supposed to have a new man, be all, you know, lovey-dovey, my baby, my baby, my baby, whatever the fuck, okay? She's supposed to be making all this money, independent artist. She's supposed to be so happy and healing and thriving. Why do you feel overextended? Rock bottom? It looks like this person is drowning in an ocean. Okay, it's like the image never matches what's actually going on behind the scenes or the inside, you know? Why is this here? Daydreaming? Head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams. Yeah, like, girl, what is wrong with you? And you can't make this up. Envy here at the bottom, resentful, competitive, and discontent. She's not, no matter what she be posting online, no matter what it is she may say on a radio show, an interview, in her music, that shit does not match how she really feels for real. And I'm not reading about the court case, I'm not reading about Milagro or anything like that, but nah, like, this came out in my Milagro and Megan reading the last one that I did, if I'm not mistaken, this envy card. It's like, what? How would you even know what the hell she's talking about on a fucking IG live on her station head if you are not watching, or if you're not listening, if you don't even use social media like that? Okay, or is T Farris still sending you shit, making you depressed? Unless you're going out of your way to listen to what the fuck she's saying, that within literally like days, it's in a lawsuit. Either you or somebody that's very close to you is watching. Okay? She's got a lot of resentment inside of her. Envy is kind of almost the same, similar to being jealous. Okay? Competitive, discontent. What is this, please? It's like she lives in a land of delusion. I'm hearing a song called Land of Confusion. I think that's like a Phil Collins song, if I'm not mistaken. Land of Confusion, but it's coming through as like a land of delusion, land of illusion. Okay, what is this? It's like she really starts to believe the shit that she tells herself. Like, you ever heard that phrase where somebody will lie so much they start to believe their own lies? That is like delusion. You know what I mean? Like, what is this, please? Distance, divorce, ghosted, and separation. So she, again, the isolation vibe here. I just saw 1919 on the timer. Isolation, but she doesn't like to be isolated, alone. There could be people walking away from her or creating distance, and not just the general public, then people around her on her team, you know? Like, where are your real friends at? Where's the rest of your family at? I know you've had a lot of losses in your life, girl, but the only one I ever see that you be around, whether Clay Thompson was involved or not, is fucking Kellogg's. the hairstylist. So it's like, who else do you have in your circle that you can trust, that really gives a fuck about you, that's solid? I'm not gonna fucking say T Ferris, because why the fuck is he showing you all this stuff that's making you so depressed? Oh, here, Megan, like another one to make you depressed. Go fucking sit in the room for 5 hours and cry. Like, what? Are you dumb? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, y'all. Why is this here, please? And it almost kind of looks like a giant alien in the background. Y'all see that? Like a ghost or a spirit, some type of alien figure. I don't know what the hell that's about, but and you got hopeless. Look at this. Lost, depression, suicide. You don't even see the guy's face. Feeling hopeless. Antisocial, in your feelings, silent treatment, left out. You don't even like to be alone, but it's like you keep digging a hole so deep that you're not gonna have a choice but to be alone. I just heard throw under the bus. It's like she'd be willing to throw anybody or anything under the bus. As we've seen, obviously. Right, is this here, please? Tension. I know y'all see me shuffling here, right? Like, if y'all ever had a personal reading from me, or y'all ever watch my general collective readings, whatever it is y'all are tuning into when it comes to this channel, y'all know I don't play and I'm not here to sugarcoat shit, okay? Hold on, my phone is ringing. But yeah, like, I'm not here to sugarcoat shit. And I know y'all see me shuffling these cards, okay? I can't control what shows up. You have tension here, stressed out, migraines, and worry. Again, this is someone who is supposed to be in a brand new happy relationship, independent artist, making all this fucking money. She got her way with the lawsuit. The guy that allegedly harmed her 5 years ago was locked the fuck up under a jail, almost lost his fucking life. The girl that you can't stand, that's really from fucking Houston, that looks really good too. She's very fucking beautiful. She knows what she's talking about. She's very fucking intelligent. She was on your ass. You don't like her. You got her up out of here with the lawsuit. What else is the problem that's got you feeling like this? So whatever the fuck she be sharing online or telling us publicly, it's not the same, you guys. It's not the same. I've been trying to tell y'all that for the longest. Love affair at the bottom, dirty little secret, sex fix down low, family, blood ties or inner circle. Yeah, and all those rumors about you and T Ferris, you know, the main person that's been in your life for the longest time. You see how the rumors card's in the reverse? I'm not here to sugarcoat shit, y'all. I don't give a fuck if they delete this video, they don't monetize the video. I don't give a fuck. Like, seriously. The rumors is in the reverse. Okay, what is this? Someone that you're tied to, that's supposed to be like family? What is that? Okay? And the only person that at least I'm aware of that is like family to her, that's been around for the long haul, is T motherfucking Ferris. Okay? Blood ties and inner circle. I'm not allegedly. Let's see, what is this? Please and thank you. What is this? Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia. Okay, you've got clingy, old exes, dead relationship, old ways. And it's like, that's why I feel like, okay, but clingy, old ways, something that's dead, the door is closed and locked. Like, you won your suit already. You won your case. You're supposed to get paid, aren't you? However much, what is it, like $59,000, $60,000 the settlement was? But it's like you're still holding on to some clingy, you're holding on to it still. This door is closed and locked shut, but you're still holding on to it. Wishful thinking. Let's revive this. Let's do this again. You know, I'm not saying she's going back to court, but when you're filing an injunction to try to just get her to shut the fuck up. And please, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've heard with my own 2 fucking ears and my own 2 eyes, I'm more than certain Milagro said she absolutely like volunteered and chose, I'm just not going to speak about you anymore. But why does that mean she doesn't get the chance or opportunity to speak about how she feels or her experience afterwards? You know? And it's like taking a picture with Gayle King. Gayle King is literally like one of the most notable, recognizable Black female TV journalists that we have today. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would you even fathom to make that about you? Like, what? So if somebody you don't like takes a picture with Gayle King, now they're harassing you and bullying you? No, that doesn't even make fucking sense. You don't have R. Kelly out here talking about that, oh, so-and-so took a picture with Gayle King, now they're harassing me. Like, no. What is this? Nightlife. Striptease, gamble in Vegas. Exhausted. Yeah, and it's crazy because, again, I got this energy before. She knew it would be a gamble to even go forward with the lawsuit in the first place. Let me see. And I still kind of see her like partying, hanging out a lot, drinking and all that stuff. I'm not calling her, you know, anything in particular. I'm not a fucking doctor, a therapist, a psychologist, none of that. But with this nostalgia, second chance, and you have deja vu, that's something that's repetitive or you've been there before. It's not nothing new. Deja vu with the nightlife and gambling, parties, striptease. It's like, have you learned anything with the drinking stuff? Like you said, you spent $250,000 in rehab. Rehab for what? Just like the emotional stuff? Was it alcohol? Like, you know, you got legal at the bottom. Again, it was a risk. She knew it was a gamble or a risk to go ahead and move forward with this lawsuit. And it's not to say that she technically kind of won in a particular sense. However, she didn't get as much as she thought she could have gotten from it. And they've been told her that. They told her that a long time ago before they filed anything. Why is this here, please? Now look at you. You know, why is this here? Waves, okay? Emotions, worry, and fear. We just saw another card of someone literally drowning in a fucking ocean. Somebody that's supposed to be, again, in her position, the way that she makes it seem, the way that she portrays, shouldn't be feeling this way. It doesn't make sense. And you know, and I honestly, like, I agree with what Milagro said in that interview about, you know, if you're the Black Regina George. Regina George was a fucking bully. She was mean. She was manipulative as fuck. So it's like, if you're supposed to be the Black Regina George and that's the moniker you gave yourself, you would think or assume, and again, how she be popping shit in the music, got shot twice and I ate that shit. You can't handle when someone talks a little rough about you? Like, girl, you are creating a very false image and a false pretense, and then people react to it, or, you know, go back and forth with the again, the moniker, this identity that you created, that you presented. Now, people, you know, you play basketball, you throw the ball back and forth in the court. Now you don't want to catch it because now you don't want to be in the Black Regina George anymore. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, what is this? Puzzled, okay. Confused, perplexed, and conflicted, okay. Yeah, and you got all these arrows going in one direction, but you got one arrow going another. She's very fucking stubborn. You know, everybody on her team could tell her to go left, go left, go left, but she's gonna go right. Because she's fucking stubborn. And she doesn't fucking listen, okay? And that's why she's eventually going to be fucking isolated. Because it's like, you're not listening to the people that are trying to fucking help you. And it's almost, and it's weird because I'm seeing a balloon, like a red balloon, just grow and grow and grow. It's like her ego just grows and grows and grows. I mean, oh my God. Feminine energy, time, delay, procrastination, and too busy. This is crazy because this woman is pregnant on this card. I'm telling you, like, I've gotten that energy with her before where she could potentially become pregnant or trying to get pregnant, but it's like it's delayed. Maybe one of them, right now she's dating Klay Thompson, one of them may be like trying to encourage it, but the other one is like, maybe we should wait. I don't think it's not time yet. So it's like one of them is trying to push for it, and the other one is trying to delay it, procrastinate, and push it off. And look at this, you got love affair. Damn. Wow, it's giving Maury, Jerry Springer. Love affair, envy, and you got the family card at the bottom again. And that's another thing too. Like, do you honestly really believe that about Milagro, that she was dealing with the family members of Tory Lanez? Like, you actually fucking believe that? And then you got, again, the envy, resentful, and competitive. I think if you have enough vigilance and discernment when it comes to this whole Tory Meghan dynamic, she's obsessed with that man. She really did like him, for real, for real. Like, out of all the people that she's been with, she really fucked with Tory, for real. Like, they always come out as the Two of Cups. If you know what the Two of Cups is, that's like almost like a soulmate dynamic, damn near. So I could see why, you know, with that petty, catty female energy, you know, like, oh, I don't like the bitch that I think you're dealing with, you know. So it's like, girl. And that is not true at all. I'm sorry. But it's giving, like, again, she believes her own narratives that she creates in her brain, or her own lies. It's crazy. I don't want to say that she's messing around on Clay. I really don't want to say that, but I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. And I don't think he would even fucking know. Like, you'd have to fucking write it on her fucking forehead for him, or record a video and then send it to him for him to even believe that. Like, he is really just lost in the fucking sauce. My God. It's just... Let's see. I'm going to get out of this deck. Let's get into another one. I'm going to use What's the Tea. If this making any sense to y'all, please leave a like on the video. Share if you care. Subscribe. Leave a comment. I'm telling you right now, all I ask is that y'all keep it cute and keep it respectful, because I don't have the patience today. I really don't. I really do not. Okay? Wolf in sheep's clothing is showing up here at the bottom. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to put it away, but that's the first thing I'm seeing, a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't like that. What is the current energy, please? When it comes to Megan, please, and thank you. This is ridiculous. Oh, and here it is again. You can't make this up. Didn't I just switch decks? It's the same exact card. Romantic love affair. Sex fix, secret lover. Ooh wee. You know, and that's crazy too, because when you have a man that is as head over heels as Clay is for her, if you don't feel secure enough, you don't have confidence, you don't have real, genuine confidence within yourself, or you have a lot of insecurities, you don't feel good enough, you need validation from men to feel good or to feel seen. No matter how good a man treats you, you will go out and seek other. You will seek other attention or validation. And I feel like it's hard for her, maybe not so much temptation, it's more of like a validation thing, okay? I'm pulling your card today, like, no pun intended, because this is ridiculous. Wow, why is this here, please? Broke ass showing up. Yeah, you didn't get anything that you thought you were gonna get. You know, $59,000, $60,000 is still a great, nice piece of change. But for somebody on the caliber, again, monetarily, like a Megan Thee Stallion and all that, you know how much money she probably paid for those fucking lawyers? That's not even a dent. And you got to understand, this is a very ego-inflated individual. $59,000, $75,000, whatever the fuck it would have been, it's never going to be good enough for somebody whose ego is as inflated as it is. Okay, and again, the general public is still not just clicking with what she wants them to click with. It's never going to be good enough. Okay, hustling, making it rain, focused on money and getting to it. Okay, yeah, and this guy looks like he works at a flower shop or like some type of flower stand or something. And that's what I was saying before, like, no matter how much of a nice guy this guy Clay is, all the flowers and gifts and showering and he be giving her, it's never going to be enough for someone who doesn't feel good enough for themselves. I'm telling you. How is hustling coming out but next to broke ass? Like, what? They're working you, but there's not enough money coming out of them working you. Drama starter, boss daddy. Okay, why is this here, please, for her? She's wasting a lot of fucking time and a lot of money with these court filings. Every time you do a court filing, that shit is not free. The hell? In their head, yeah. Overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. She's in her head a lot. And that's why she can't be alone. She doesn't like to be alone, because when she's alone too fucking long, whether it's a depressive episode because what T Ferris be sending her, whether she's alone because there's just nobody around to, at her house right now, wherever the fuck she lives at. Because I never get a sense of stability with her. Like a sense of home, a sense of, again, like being able to drive whenever you want to just drive or go somewhere. Like there is never a sense of security or home for her. It's always given like Airbnb fucking B. Huh? You can't even make this up. Look, travel at the bottom. It's like, bitch, where is your home at? Where's your house at? Like, where do you even stay for real? Whoa, oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah, with T. Ferris in his house. Oh, my fucking bad. Like, come on now. She's worried about money and finances here a lot, you guys. In their head, overthinking, stressed out, broke ass, literally like an empty fucking wallet. And then you got hustling. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like it's coming. I'm hearing something about like an escort. You guys remember when she was dating that that foreign soccer player for a very short period of time, maybe like a couple of weeks? They popped out once or twice, and that was it. He was gone. It's giving escort. I hate to say that, allegedly, but something here is not hitting the same financially. And I feel like, I'm not saying, you know, she's using Clay for money or anything like that, but she is definitely putting a dent in his fucking pockets. Now, he's very comfortable. He's well off. That's a fucking, you know, that's an NBA great. Klay Thompson has been around for a long time. So financially, he's not hurting. However, it's like, damn, girl, you need another million? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Or however much should be asking for from him. Okay? It's getting like, I'm your man. I'm not your fucking ATM. What is this? Fake smiles. Yep. And I already told y'all a few minutes ago, I was like, whatever she be posting online, all the kiki, ha, that is so fake. It's so fake. Too busy winning, love on the brain. Yeah. Let me see. What is this? Fake smiles. The whole time you're stressed out in your mind, in your head. Something about her makeup artist could be important. I don't know who her makeup artist is, if she changes makeup artists on a regular basis, but it's giving like, again, the people that work for her or work under her, it's like they're scattering. They're all like disappearing or falling by the wayside. Maybe because the money is not hitting the same as it used to. I'm hearing something about a retainer. It's like, you know, can you do my makeup this week and I'll pay you next week? What is this? Your light irritates their demons. Interesting. All praise to the Most High. And you got fishing for comments here. And look at this. Queen rising at the bottom. This is somebody who, again, needs validation no matter how good somebody treats her. It's like it's never enough. And again, the Queen rising here, it's not a bad card necessarily, but that kind of is like that hot girl summer persona, the ego inflation persona, okay? That bully persona, that Black Regina George persona is kind of wrapped up in this. But fishing for comments, she be looking at the comments. Like, as much as she be swearing she's not online, that's not true. Haunted, it's like, girl, you are kind of doing it to yourself. And again, fishing for comments or fishing and seeking for validation from other men is a problem for her, is what I'm seeing with this. Like, if you're not singing her praises, then you are expendable to her, kind of, you know? Or you're an op. What is this? Divination abuser. Yeah, that too. What the fuck? And then you got fake accounts. Yeah, she definitely has a burner page. I said this a long time ago. She's definitely got a burner page. Fake social media accounts to spy. So yeah, I don't know, Milagro, if your legal team can figure that out or how that works with the IP addresses and whatnot, but absolutely fake accounts, watching, keeping tabs, not just through the internet means, but spiritual means as well. She'd be getting advice from practitioners on what to do or how to move next. But again, she's very fucking stubborn and hard-headed, so it's like she doesn't listen to anybody's advice at all. Okay. You can get advice all day, you know, but it's like you still think you know better than everybody. What is this love affair about, please and thank you? And it's crazy because it's giving like whatever practitioner she has gone to or has worked with, it's like they told her, listen, if you keep doing this, you keep going this route, that route, it's not going to pan out well for you financially. Clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. You got obsessive lover here. Obsessive, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness. It even says a karmic. Obsessed. Isn't that what Tori said in one of his songs? Like, the bitch is obsessed. Like, oh my god. Oh, this is fucking crazy. Let me see. Oh, I'm about to put the deck away. Look at this. Fake flexing at the bottom. Acts rich. Flosses money. Acts fancy. I told you. That shit is all fake. Legal issues. No facts. Never has the facts, makes shit up and lies, bad habits with legal issues. I told you she knew this was a bad idea to go after this case or that it could breed some bad results afterwards, but she doesn't fucking listen. Jesus. Okay, let's see. Let's get into the tarot and see what else comes out with this. What the fuck? Wow. Okay. I was gonna put this deck away. This is the Panther Oracle. I was thinking about using it, but I was like, you know what? We're 40 minutes in. Let's get to the tarot. Now I'm just peeking at the bottom, just looking. You've got promise. Somebody proposing. Didn't I just say somebody in this relationship dynamic is trying to have a baby? Rush, maybe get married. And the other one is not. Maybe procrastinating a little. Creating delays. You got a man proposing to a woman. Right underneath that, you got the third wheel. How many times did we already see a love affair? Right? Third wheel, third party energy. Enemy, distrust, and flirtatiousness. And then you've got stress. Another energy of stress. And you've got protest. So something may come out. In my Clay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion reading I did months ago, at the very end of that reading, I was like, there's going to be some type of tower moment or something that comes out, something that happens that's going to force him to kind of walk away and leave. But he's fucking stubborn. He doesn't listen. She's stubborn as fuck. She doesn't listen either. And he's not trying to hear it. Again, he's the type where it's like you have to put it on her forehead on a fucking sticky note, write it in Sharpie, put a fucking glowing sign, I cheated on you. Or it had to be on video and someone send it to him and he'd still be like, are you sure that's her? I don't know. My girl has a smaller nose than that. I don't know. Like, are you retarded? And then look, you've got right under that, a ritual. Like this, and that's come out before. Like she could have enchanted him, put something in his food. Okay, some of that fairy dust or whatever, stubbornness and ritual. No fucking wonder he's so blindfolded. It's giving like banking on or doing ritual work so he stays blind, deaf, dumb, and retarded while it open. Okay, then you've got merit making. It looks like somebody, you know, praying or giving an offering to like a Buddhist of something, morality. And didn't I say before, whatever type of rituals or ceremonies she'd be doing, it's not in alignment with her actual morality or her bloodline in general. So whatever entity she was working with, dealing with, giving offerings to, invoking, they may have tried to help her out at first, but bitch, no, it's not like that no more. And even with the stubborn card, merit making, it's like you can ask, invoke all these spirits all you want, but it's like the case. I'm hearing like the case is closed. We don't want to deal with you no more. We're not helping you anymore. We're not even aligned with your bloodline, you know? So I'm seeing a lot of that. Ritual here showing up. Whatever the fuck she did to that man that she's with, she's going to regret it. I see some type of stress here about like a third party situation. Okay, let's get into the tarot though. Like I was saying before, this is making any sense to y'all, definitely leave a like on the video, share if you care. It's absolutely free. And it's crazy because I was like, damn, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna have a productive day and just go to work. But I was like, nah, like I need to sit my ass down and do this because yeah, this is a lot. But let's get into the tarot. I'm gonna use the Modern Witch deck. I haven't used this deck in a little while, I feel like, but let's get into this. Let's see, what's her current energy like? Please and thank you at this time. What's her current energy like at this time? Please and thank you. How is she feeling? The Sun in reverse. I don't even read reversals, y'all. If you are familiar with my channel, I don't really read reversals that much. It looks like almost all of these are in reverse, but I'm going to flip it upright, but I do want to acknowledge, if you, as you guys can see, right, on the table, how it fell out, the Sun card is in the reverse. That's not a good first card at all. At least not in the reverse. The Sun card is a great card, but to have this first in the reverse, I don't like this. Again, I see someone here trying to reject or, oh God, oh Lord, I didn't want to say that, but is coming through like abort the mission with the pregnancy here. Or even if she's asking or praying for it, her prayer is not going to be answered because no, you're not going to trap this man, just Clay, just because you're going through something. Again, you could sprinkle all the fairy dust or enchantments on him all you want to keep his wallet wide open for you. But again, when these spirits stop working on your behalf or don't answer anymore, which is already happening, why would they give you a baby when it's being prayed or asked for or invoked with not positive intentions is what I'm seeing here. Okay, the Sun in reverse, someone who's not all that happy. They don't have a lot of ambition or drive right now, okay? Maybe someone who's not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with the Sun card. Low vibrational frequency. When the Sun is in the upright, it says high vibrational. A lot of prosperity, abundance, peace, clarity, truth. The Sun in reverse. Again, I'm going to flip it upright just for the sake of the reading because I normally don't read reversals, but I had to point that out. Okay, Queen of Pentacles here too. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. It's interesting because for some reason I'm getting drawn to like Milagro again. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like I heard her say that once. Like she's got Capricorn somewhere in her birth chart. Because for some reason I'm getting like, I'm getting referred to her specifically with this, like the mother, the wife, someone who's, you know, domesticated, you know, because they are very two polar opposite energies. I'm sorry. Like, no, Megan never shows up as the Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry. You can go back and watch all my other readings. This is not her energy. Okay. But it's giving like she could be trying to transform or convert her image into this type of energy. Again, the wife, the homely person, domesticated, it's no more that hot girl summer type shit. It's giving wifey girl summer, whatever the fuck, okay? Something here is going to be exposed about her financial situation is what I'm seeing. And then look, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Something is going on with the stability or finances for sure here. Why is this here, please? Why is this here? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. It's not good. Wheel of Fortune is usually like karma, something that is destined, fated to happen, something that is meant to be. Sometimes travel, right? Karma even. Things turning in your favor. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. And these are three, her big three are in this Wheel of Fortune. The Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. That sun sign, the moon sign, and the rising sign. It showed up in the reverse. Again, guys, when I'm placing the cards on the table, I'm going to flip it upright. But this is someone maybe who's experiencing not that great of karma, or maybe they feel like they're on the opposite end of the wheel versus being on the top of the wheel like they're used to being. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know what? Actually, I'm going to leave them in reverse because they're coming up, they're showing up like that for a reason. So I'm going to just leave them the way that they show up. Reverse or upright. You know, however they show up, I'm going to leave it that way. Okay. Why is this here, please? Wheel of Fortune. She's not happy about her financial situation. And it's crazy, too, because I feel like this is a person that is, again, like a fan of Milagro, but it's like, for the simple fact that she doesn't agree with you or talk about the things that you want her to talk about in reference to you, now you don't fucking like her. But it's like you're a fan of her still. It's like, how can you hate someone who's talented at what they do? You know, like imagine, for example, you know somebody in your personal life. They could be, I don't know, a makeup artist or a nail tech. But it's like, damn, I can't stand you, but you're so good at what you do. How can I not like your artwork or your craft? I don't have to like you as a person, but I can't help but be a fan of yours because you're good at what you do. You know, it's like, I can't stand you, but god damn it, you make a good fucking plate. You know, it's one of those type of things. Ten of Swords. Now, you see how these cards are flying out, guys. This came out in the upright. Why did the good cards come out in reverse? This not so great card just showed up in the upright. Ten of Swords, backstabbing, betrayal, hurt, an ending that's kind of inevitable, right? This is giving me like I heard assassination of character. Someone very like down in the dumps. Ten of Swords is again feeling betrayed, feeling very hurt, like you just don't want to do anything. If not, that could be like a fatality as well, or someone getting physically injured. And it's a girl just like on her phone, just scrolling on her phone. She'd be swearing she's not on the fucking internet watching shit, but she absolutely is. She's very, very engaged. So it's like, does that count in a lawsuit or in the court of law where it's like, okay, are you inflicting the emotional distress on yourself at this point? Why isn't that, you know what I'm saying, you guys? I really hope that makes sense. But why isn't that a point of contention in the court of law? Like, okay, is someone inflicting this emotional distress towards you, or are you inflicting it upon yourself because you keep engaging when you are fully aware of what is being said? Why do you keep going back? So it's like she's putting these own swords in her own back is what it's kind of giving you guys. I'm sorry. Ten of Swords. Yeah, she feels like there's just more swords being stuck in her back, like just constantly is what it's giving here. Why is this here, please? Oh, why is this here? Yeah, so she in the sky is so dark and gloomy. You know, I don't remember the name of that fucking song. I think it's Cobra, where she was like all slimy and some fucking snake egg or whatever the fuck that was about. Like, very dark, like King of Swords in the upright. Now here goes Clay, because he's an Aquarius, okay? King of Swords. I'm telling you, like, there's some type of truth that's going to come out and be exposed is what I'm seeing in relation to her, because this is coming out with the Sun in reverse. The Sun in reverse may be literally like something that is hidden or a lie, something that's not being seen clearly, kind of like the moon. The opposite of the Sun is the moon. Okay, you got the King of Swords here. That could also indicate like a judge, a lawyer, law enforcement, you know, just someone telling the truth or asking more information to get to the truth, right? But you see all these clouds in the background? The truth is very cloudy. The truth is very cloudy. It's not all the way clear, okay? Yeah, you can't make this up. The Seven of Cups is here too. Very cloudy, confusion, illusions, you know? Nine of Cups here. About the journalist, like she can't stand her. I'm sorry. She does not like Milagro at all, we know, but it's like, you don't like her just because of what she be saying and how she delivers it. Not because you don't think she's actually fucking talented or beautiful. Because Megan thinks all of those things, but she's never gonna fucking say that. King of Swords in the upright. And I feel like with this King of Swords here, again, this could be Clay showing up. It's like he already views her, Megan, as like his wife, but the Sun is in the reverse. So it's like he could be questioning certain things, or it's like he has an intuition, but then it's like his ego kind of overrides the intuition. Something here is going to be exposed to him. Okay, what is this? And I don't think he's aware that Megan is into like certain spiritual practices, to be honest with you guys. I think that would really like turn him off or kind of like scare him away. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't believe in God. I'm not saying that maybe he doesn't pray and things like that. But the type of shit that she's involved in with the people behind her, okay, you got divination abuser and literally like your light irritates their demons. I think that would scare the fuck out of him. Like he would run the other fucking way if he found out or if he knew. 8 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Damn. So this is like mental anguish, guilt, anxiety. That goes back to that overthinking, overanalyzing that we saw. We saw tension, okay? Stressed out, migraines. Someone that's in their head a lot. And yes, this is absolutely a jail card, okay? Prison. And it's like you've got literally the King of Swords. That's, again, judge, lawyer. And then 8 of Swords. She better hope and pray that whatever the fuck this shit that comes out, it doesn't land her ass in jail. Like, seriously. 3 of Wands. Waiting for your ships to come in. Patience. Traveling across state lines or overseas. Damn. Wow, what the fuck? Didn't I just say how she was dating that overseas soccer football player guy? He was here for a minute, gone the next. I told you there's something here about escort business, okay? Trafficking across state lines. You got the Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Swords here. This card says everything is fine, okay? But it's in the reverse here. Everything is not fine. Hoo-wee! It's not funny. I'm not laughing at her, but my God. 10 of Wands in the reverse, okay? Having to let go or release a burden. This new moon in Sagittarius we have coming up is going to be very significant because that's actually what all this new moon in Sagittarius is all about, releasing burdens. Like whatever you're putting your time and effort and energy into, is it even fucking worth it? Is it breeding the results you want? And she's realizing like this is not even fucking worth it. So she may have to come to a point where it's like, I don't have a choice but to let this shit go. Especially when certain shit starts to come out, a truth, literally the truth here, the King of Swords and the Sun in the reverse. The King of Swords is going to expose the truth or be exposed to a truth about her. And then it's going to force him to let go of this burden. You know, you guys ever been in a relationship, a friendship, a job where it's like something is not hitting right? You're still showing up every day. You're still smiling. You're still, doing what you got to do. But something just is not hitting the same. It's not hitting right. Now you're contemplating if you should stay or go. You're not getting that feeling for no reason. And that's what's going on with Clay. It's like, is it worth it? Should I let it go? Maybe it's worth it to hold on and get to the end of the tunnel. I don't know. So his intuition and his ego are fighting very hard right now. And if he doesn't just follow his intuition, he's going to be in for a very rude awakening here. Wow. What is this? 10 of Swords, please, and thank you. That's why I was like, don't you get tired? I was hearing Kevin Gates. Again, like another weird-ass fucking Aquarius. Like, this bitch does not get tired. She don't get tired. Usually the 10 of Wands in the upright is like exhaustion, burnout. Like, I'm ready to put these fucking wands down. But in the reverse, it's like either complete failure or giving up to get to the end of the tunnel. Or it's like, bitch, you don't get tired of this? Oh my God. And again, it's like you don't stop. You keep going. Or again, you keep trying to invoke these spirits that are not answering you anymore. You will land yourself in a bad position legally here is what I'm seeing. What is 10 of Swords, please? 7 of Swords? Yeah, you can't make this shit up. Because she's selfish. She's very fucking selfish. You got the Queen of Cups here in the reverse. And it's not to say that she doesn't have some type of feelings for Clay, but it's like, it's very self-serving. With the 9 of Cups here, okay? 9 of Cups is happiness, satisfaction, a wish fulfillment, but it also could be indulgence, overindulgence, or, again, like selfishness. Anybody in the 9 energy, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, it's all about me, me, me. It's all about self. Queen of Cups in the reverse, she doesn't feel the same about him the way that he feels about her. And I think he knows that. She doesn't follow her intuition here either. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, okay, but you got the 7 of Swords that showed up. And it flew right over the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun card, as y'all saw when it flew out the deck. Like, you're trying to present yourself as wifey material, but that's a fucking farce. It's a lie. It's a scheme. It's a scam, okay? You got the Sun in the reverse, 7 of Swords. That literally means a lie, okay? Or someone being very sneaky, very deceptive, manipulative, trying to get away with shit. Yeah, and you can't help it. Some type of, you can't even make this up. Like some type of lie or something that she's been trying to get away with or that she thought she got away with. She's not going to get away with it anymore. 10 of Swords here, or she's going to create her own fucking grave and throw herself in it. Like literally. You've got the Jail card here, 8 of Swords. My goodness. And it's crazy too, because it's giving like, if I had like the resources or the evidence or something here to put Milagro to get her up out of here and throw her under the jail too, she would. She would. Yeah, look, the Justice in the reverse, the Star in the reverse, because she knows she stands out. She knows she's a very important piece of media, especially when it comes to the Black community, when it comes to these things. You got the Star in the reverse, Aquarius energy in the reverse, and the Justice card in the reverse. Karma, things not being fair, things not being balanced, you know? And it's like, she also feels like it's unfair that with this 6 of Pentacles, the money that she's going to receive from this lawsuit, it's not enough. So no, she may have acted like she was happy and satisfied, but she wasn't. Okay, Star in the reverse, Justice in the reverse. She feels like it wasn't fair. Yeah, you can't make this up. And it's literally like you see someone here, the Justice card here, that can also indicate like marriage and contracts, negotiations. It's like a lot of these deals could be falling apart low key. Again, I see that maybe one of them in the relationship wants to get married and settle down and have a baby, but like the other one is kind of like, because they're giving to 2 fucking people. Okay. My goodness gracious. This is ridiculous. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use, I think I'm going to hop out of this, actually. Yeah, because this is crazy. Let me get a couple of these. You know, I'll get you guys out of here. But yeah, this sneakiness, the manipulating, lying, scheming, and scamming, like, it's not worth it. It's not getting her anywhere anymore. Wow, this is not good. It's like still trying to figure out, plan and strategize how to like get herself up out of this hole, especially with the general public, because the general public is still not turning the way that she wants them to. Okay. Fury. Look at this. Looks like Megan Catnip, doesn't it? Megan Cunif. I just call her Megan Catnip. Okay. Fury. Pissed off as hell. Off offense, madness, unpleasantness. So she wants you to think that she's cool, calm, collected, happy, hee hee ha ha. No. No. Not at all. And she's going to be tight. And I also see Clay, he does not play. So it's like people may think he's a simp or whatever. He kind of is in this case, but I think it's because he's been enchanted. Okay, or again, made to feel like she's this wifey material, and that's just not the case. I'm telling you, you would see a whole nother side of him if he finds out that she's cheating. Oh man, that's the thing too about an Aquarius person. It's like we really need to be pushed to the edge to be mad or upset or get that aggression out of us. So it's like, and I'm hearing like, bitch, you got me fucked up is what I just heard. I don't think he would call her out of her name, but in his head, it'd be like, bitch, you got me all the way fucked up, okay? He would be so embarrassed. I see him being so embarrassed, like literally. He may retire soon. I don't know why I'm getting that, but he may retire soon. I'm not saying tomorrow, next week, next year, but this is too embarrassing for him. I feel like I'm seeing here with this. Vow, wish, hope, and worship, and blind. Yeah, look, He was hoping and praying and wishing for the best, but he's going into this very blind, first of all, spiritually blind, and he's not seeing something clearly for what it really fucking is. Loneliness. She doesn't like to be alone, I'm telling you. And she is like hoping and wishing and praying that something here doesn't come out, or someone here, obviously someone doesn't get out of jail. Clearly, we know that already. But it's like she's hoping and wishing and praying that something here doesn't come back on her. And it's really sad because the man that she's with, Clay, it's like he damn near worships the ground she fucking walks on. So I don't know what the fuck she was telling this man in bed or whatever. Gosh, but it's like he's a simp for her, but it's like he's really not a simp. It's like you can't just get over on him, but it's like when you have manipulated somebody spiritually who is already not that spiritually inclined, they'll fall for anything, you know? Profession, look at this, multiple hands, multiple people she's juggling. Expertise, ominous, and talent. She's gonna have to find something else to do. It's giving like she's trying to figure out other means of income. Because I don't see nothing here about music, none of that. Hesitation, and you can't make this up. He's hesitant about being long-term with her. His intuition and his ego are fighting, and I do see that like one of them wants to have a family, settle down, this, that, and the third, but it's like someone keeps procrastinating or saying, I don't know, I'm not ready, because this real estate talks about longevity, long-term, you know, investing into something. He's hesitant. And so is she, because she already knows it's like she didn't have the same feelings for him the way that he has for her. She knew that from the beginning. But, you know, he's got money. I might as well. He's been trying for a while. I might as well just do it. I don't like to be alone either. And I need validation from men to feel good about myself. So I might as well. And this motherfucker's a simp. Oh, yeah. In the bag. Luck. Jackpot, fortune, reward. Again, it's like she thought that she was going to get so much more than she actually got. And look at this. Just for natural disaster to be at the bottom, it's like, psych. Okay, and then the fury here with jackpot, yeah. And she also thought she hit the jackpot. Maybe she thought this was a retirement plan, getting with somebody like a Clay Thompson. Yeah, and look, a strategy. Strategy, the plotting and planning and scheming is going to end up blowing up in her face with a natural disaster. What is this? My goodness. Protest. Oh, you can't make it up. The sweetheart came out in reverse, okay? And so did protest, you guys. I told you it's like somebody wants to really have a baby. It's like they're fighting for it, but the other one is like not fighting so hard for it. And the sweetheart card, it's literally a picture of a couple with a sonogram, a baby in the picture there, okay? If you can see it. I'm telling you, it's like they either got rid of a pregnancy already, or she's procrastinating, telling him, no, I'm not ready yet. Oh, I've got this to do. I got that to do. I've got all these lawsuits. I don't think it makes much sense. I just heard her say, I'm not trying to be up there like Cassie. I'm not trying to be up there on the stand like Cassie. So it's like, are you still trying to go to court? Like, with who and for what? I don't know why I heard that. I don't want to be on the stand like Cassie. You know, when Cassie was on the stand, she was like 9 fucking months pregnant. Oh, gosh. And it's giving like, I feel like he's getting a little impatient. He's getting a little impatient and frustrated, but all this is working in divine timing because Clay, you end up having a baby with her, and then just to find out she was sleeping around with you anyway, there's going to be a Maury Jerry Springer type of energy, and you don't want that. Okay, so I suggest you slow it the fuck down, Clay, and just go with the flow, because it's like divine intervention is trying to take place, but Clay is trying to fight divine intervention or something. And you can't make this up. Commitment. It's like you're trying to force what spirit is trying to prevent you from getting too deep into, Clay. And this bitch, again, it's like you don't get fucking tired. You just keep pushing. Binding, obstruction, and contract. And look, stop. It's like spirit is telling both of them to stop what you're doing. Pause, take a break. Or again, stop fighting, stop pushing for this so hard, because you're going to dig yourself in a deeper hole. And it's like the pregnancy stuff is not working, or she's telling him no. That's divine intervention. So it's like, why do you keep pushing? You are going to end yourself up in a bad fucking position. And look at this. Another person, compromise, third party, fighting over 2 different women or 2 different men. You get this girl pregnant, you're gonna be wondering who the fuck the dad is. I'm telling you that right now. What is this? The death card. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I see one of them putting an end to the relationship anyway. Collaboration, yeah. Merit making. Could be even her team. If things get a little too deep, or maybe his team, he's got people in his ear telling him, listen, man, you need to end this. He's been had people telling him, you need to let this shit go. His ego is overriding his intuition, okay? And I see again, like the death card is an ending, something here being inevitable. The team behind her, the network behind her is gonna come to like a crash and burn. And you see, like you have this candle card. I'm sorry, this candle on this card. There's some weird like ritualistic practices going on here behind the scenes, okay? Maybe more so with her team, or to get things going her way. I see like an end to this relationship as well. I know I don't like to put that out there. I'm not here to say, you know, oh, nobody deserves to be in a happy relationship, but it's kind of like, again, she's kind of doing it to herself, you guys. Yeah, merit making, hoping and wishing for forgiveness, praying for forgiveness and all of that. You got the care. Wow, interesting. Trust, alliance, yeah. So with this care, again, parenthood, patron support, but this is showing up right after the death card. I'm telling you, it's like, I don't see her going through with the pregnancy, or she could have already gotten rid of one, but I don't think she would have even told him. I don't think she would have even told him. I hate to say it like that, but that's kind of what I'm seeing with this. But this is a lot, you guys. This is a lot. Yeah, and I don't want to leave this here. If we have to tap back into this another time at a later date, then we will. Okay, but just in general, like her energy is not in a good fucking space. She's not happy. She's not getting her way or what she wants. You know, Milagro isn't just down and out under, you know, down in the dump somewhere, crying in a goddamn hole in the dark somewhere. So of course she's not fucking satisfied. Okay, but I'm going to leave this reading here because this was a lot, and it's almost like making my head hurt and my stomach hurt. So I'm going to tap out of this, you guys. I hope that this was decent. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you guys for sticking out through the end if you made it this far. I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry to all of the Megan warriors and the horse jockeys out there. If you don't like this reading, then just tap out. Okay, I'm sorry, but I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.